we are going to start now. So guys, those who are co-host, please admit the participants. Those who are co-host, please admit the participants. Those who are joining. Let me go. Right. So we need to understand what is personality first of all. Personality, then trait, then we'll be knowing about the personality trait. So from eccentric and introverted to boisterous and bold. What does it mean? The thing is that there are many people, those who are eccentric, and sometimes people are introvert. It's those who are reserved. They do not involve themselves in any kind of social activity. They don't participate in any kind of party. They don't participate in any kind of welfare program. Right. So these kind of people, they just live lonely. Right. It doesn't mean that they are not good people. They are also good people, cooperative, supportive, and everything. But sometimes they don't like to be the part of social activity. Right. And these kind of people, they also transform themselves into the boisterous and bold personality. The thing is this, if somebody has the personality of eccentric or introvert, they can also become bold. They can also become extrovert. The human personality is a complex and colorful thing. The thing is this, human personality, they have a lot of qualities. They have a lot of things, they have a lot of feelings. And these kind of feelings are in the form of anger, in the form of sadness, or in the form of kindness. So these kind of things comes. So that's called the personality. Personality refers to person's distinctive patterns of thinking. Personality that also explains what you think, what all the things are in your mind. So we have patterns of thinkings. A lot of patterns we have of thinkings coming again. As the time changes, morning, noon, and evening, with different kind of people, we have different kind of thoughts. That's called the pattern of thinking. Feelings, behaving, it derives from mix of innate disposition and inclination along with environmental factors and experience. The thing is this, sometimes the personality which we have, we forms or we show this kind of personality, and whatever personality we have achieved from our genetic, or sometimes we have achieved this kind of personality from environment factors, from the people with whom we are living, or from our friends, or from our family members, or society where we are living. So we adopt this kind of personality from there also. So that's called the personality. I think that the picture is clear about the personality. We have understood about the meaning of personality. And when we have extreme personality on anything, right? So that becomes our identity. Okay. So that's about the personalities. I've written the meaning of two words, boisterous and inclination. You can read about it. Okay, then next we are moving to the trait. Okay, trait. A quality that parts of your character or personality. Now, what does it mean, trait? So you understood the meaning of personality. Now you need to understand what does it mean, trait. Okay, the thing is this, the identity you have adopted by which you are recognized in the society or in your place where you're working or where you're living. Suppose somebody is very cooperative, very supportive, right? So that becomes his trait. Suppose somebody is very cruel, so that becomes his trait. He has other qualities also. Sometimes he also feels, he has feelings, but generally he is a cruel. Suppose somebody is disrespectful. Sometimes people do not respect others. All the time he's misbehave with others. So that becomes his trait. That's called the trait. If you have extreme quality of anything in your personality, we have a lot of qualities, we have a lot of characteristics, but we have one personality, one character that is in extreme. So that's called the trait. And that becomes our identity, and by which we are recognized by the people. Generally, people say that that person is so rude, and everybody say that that person is so rude. Don't talk to that guy. So that is a trait. Okay, so by which we can understand the meaning of trait and personality. Okay, and why I'm telling all these things, why you need to understand what is why about the personality and trait. What is the use of all these things? If we have idea about the personality and trait, so we can grow a lot of qualities in ourselves. Yes, we can become kindness with all the people, and we can be rude with all the people. This will help you a lot living in a society. When you have to be uh, kind, when you have to be angry, when you have to get support of other people, and how you support others, and how you cope up with different kind of people. When you are able to understand the qualities of the people, you can manage them, you can handle them, you can also get some work done by them. So that is the use, and that is the importance of the personality trait. Okay, so now we are moving to the next slide. So we've got 5 models of personality traits. The first one is extraversion, agreeable, consciousness, emotionally stability, neuroticism, openness to experience. So 5 major personality traits we have. The first one is extroversion. Okay, extroversion, it's a kind of quality, it's a kind of character of a human. It means generally few people are very much socialized. They always participate in all kinds of welfare program. They always participate helping in other people. They always involve themselves in all kinds of activity. They also talk with girls. They also talk with other people, old men, whether they are younger or old men or same ages people. So they are very much flexible. They can cope up with all kinds of environment, with all kinds of people. So these kind of people are called as extroversion. The next point we have agreeable. You might have seen a lot of people, those who are very much flexible or agreeable. Like, suppose I'm asking some questions to you all people about any kind of questions. Suppose I'm asking traits. So I'm asking about what is emotions, what is stability, what is that, right? So whatever you are telling from your own experience, whatever experience you have gained from your own life, I'm accepting all your views, whatever you are saying, because you are saying all these things from your own experience, whatever you have listened, whatever you have read. And all the people, they have different kind of answer of these kind of questions. So I am agreeable person. Okay. And I also apply this kind of behavior. I also show this kind of behavior with others people with whom I'm working. Whatever I listen, whatever I ask, whatever I am given a kind of work, I just agree with all the things. I agree if children are saying something, I agree with them. If any old person is saying something, I agree with them. So this kind of people are called as agreeable people, agreeableness. You might have experienced these kind of people. These generally they are always ready to do any kind of work. The next point we have consciousness. Okay, this is really very important. You might have heard or you might have understood the word conscious. Okay, it is also just related to with this word. When we are using our conscious mind, so that moment we think a lot, we use our brain. The same thing happened with these kind of people. They always think 100 times before doing any kind of work. They don't want to accept any kind of failures. They always perform the work with confidence, and they think a lot. They put all the what is called the all the analytical things. They also do all they means almost time they quantify everything. The word is quantify. The thing is this: they calculate everything. Means all the failures can come in the futures, what all the problems can come in the futures. So they are very good in decision making. So this kind of people are called as a consciousness. The next point we have got emotionally stability and neuroticism. So you need to understand this point. This is really very important. You might have seen the people sometimes they are silent, right? They never feel anything. They work normally. They also give best result. But sometimes suddenly when they are in a pressure, they suffer, they bear all these things. But ultimately what happened that they start becoming so angry. They show their angerness. You never ever assume or you never ever experience these things from any guy, any person. Suppose I'm training you all people, I'm taking the sessions almost means twice in a week. Okay. and for months I've been teaching to you all people, and suddenly suppose somebody is creating a disturbance to me. I'm just bearing, I'm suffering that person, right? For months, for 2 months, for 3 months, right? And suddenly I become so angry. I show my angerness to all the people. So you would get surprised that what happened with me, like why I'm showing my anger, what happened suddenly. So that's called the emotional stability neuroticism. You might have seen the people who are very much like emotionally, they bear everything, they listen and they do their work, and sometimes they get some problem, still they suffer that problem. They didn't never show their emotions, that what kind of problem they have, they never ever show. And if someone asks, suddenly someone asks that what kind of problem you are facing, that you're not looking well, are you ill, or you have some problem, so they start crying. They never speak something. Before speaking they cry a lot, they weep a lot. So that's called the stability neuroticism. You might have experienced all these things. Means people, these kind of people are so nice, so good, but they never show their emotions. They eat the emotions. They put the emotions in themselves. The next point is openness to experience. Okay, openness to experience. These kind of people are also, it can be said as an extroversion people. Means they are very much open. They are open for almost people, whatever they are given any kind of work or whatever they are offered, they just go ahead. They just go ahead for the opportunity. They never ever think about that whether I would be taking a risk in my life, whatever, whether I would be taking some problems in my life. They just open for all the people. They speak clearly. They are very much generous people, and they respect others. So these kind of people are called as openness to experience. Okay, one more word is there, consciousness. For these people, these kind of people are very much they have the quality of creativity. You might have seen the people who are fashion designer or who are involved with the construction business. So they have the quality of creativity, and they calculate all the things, a lot of things, and analytical things before performing any kind of work, any kind of job. So these are the 5 models of the personality traits. So apart from these things, we have some other things. Okay, types of traits. So those were personality traits. It's a kind of we are talking about cardinal, central, and secondary. These are the part of traits. So why we have only 3 types of traits? The thing is this: personality traits theorists, they have researched around 18,000 of the traits, but they have merged all those 18,000 of traits in 3 parts. The first one is cardinal, the second one is central, and the third one is secondary. So cardinal. The first one is cardinal. That's very important. Okay. Have you heard Mother Teresa? She's known for what? She's known for caring. She cares the people. She helps the people. So that particular nature she has. In the same manner, you might have listened about the Hitler. Okay. He's so angry and he has the quality of Hitlership. So you might have seen this kind of people in your environment. Sometimes people are so kind, they show their kindness. Sometimes people are so rude. So these kind of people, they have made their identity and they are known for this kind of nature, this kind of character. So these kind of people called as a cardinal. Miss Society are saying about these people, they are not saying themselves that they are rude, they are kind, they are caring. They are not saying all these things. Others are saying about him. So that's called the cardinal. The next point is central. When someone describes himself, like I'm explaining about myself, like before some time Manoj has explained about himself, and some other participants, they have explained about themselves. So what the quality they are describing about themselves? Many people, that's I'm very much hardworking person. Okay, sometimes people say that I'm a hardworking person, I'm a kind person, I'm cooperative, I'm supportive. So always people say the good quality of themselves. They always try to like show themselves that people should recognize us as a hardworking person, as a smart working person, as a generous person. So people, when they start making their own identity in front of public, so that's called the central trait. And the third one, that's called the secondary. Okay, secondary, as I told you, the emotionally previously, as I told you, the emotionally stability. So that is, it is the same thing. Secondary means people are living normally. They are not showing any kind of behavior, or they are not showing any kind of angerness or sadness or kindness or any kind of nature. They are not showing, demonstrating. Suddenly someone becomes so angry, suddenly someone becomes so emotionally, right? Suppose somebody suddenly becomes so kind. So this kind of nature comes rarely. Okay, suppose you are living with your friends, and he's watching that you are in a problem, but he's not helping, he's not cooperating, he's not supporting, but he's living with you, supporting, he's just showing his words, and that's it. Suddenly he becomes so kind, he starts helping you, he starts supporting you. You do not expect all these things from that guy, or you get angerness from your friend that you do not expect. Means you have been living with that guy, and is very normal, very generous, kind, and all everything, and suddenly he's becoming so angry. So you get surprised that what happened with this guy, why is showing this kind of anger, because he has got this traits, secondary traits, that comes rarely. Suddenly this kind of appears. So that's about the types of traits. Now we are moving to the next slide. So we have got these questions. These questions are related to personality traits. So you'll be discussing these questions in your breakout room. Okay, now, if you have any questions, anything regarding the topic, or any confusion, or anything do you want to share with us right now, you can share any idea. And if you already know about this topic, you can also share it, because there are a lot of people, they already know about it, what is personality trait and all and everything. Is there anyone? Okay. So I'm going to create a breakout room. So till the time, you can share something if you have. Can we take one more picture now? That can be a good idea, because we have got 45 participants. Okay, guys, please turn on your camera once again. Turn on your camera. Yes, Eduardo, you're enjoying. Guys, turn on your camera. Generally, I have seen Eduardo, he yawns, like he stretches his body like that. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. So guys, now you need to speak something, and it will take 5 minutes to assign you all people in a breakout room.
Just want to say hi.
Yeah, hi to you. So Mo, you were saying, because there are a lot of participants, I'm watching only one page. I'm able to recognize the voice of some people. Ajita, do you want to say something?
No, thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. So have you understood, I think, or like it was just passing through your head? Have you got something? When you will discuss all these things in a breakout room, then the picture would be clear. And we'll be discussing more
Hi
about
sir,
it
how are you?
after the breakout room, in the main room, after the sessions, after the breakout room. Okay, now I'm assigning all the.
Hi sir, how are you?
I'm doing well, Javed. Javed, where are you
Yes
from?
sir, if you don't mind, would you like to... Yeah, I'm from Pakistan. So sir, if you don't mind, would you like to repeat, would you like to give overview about the topic? Basically, I was late when I joined the meeting. I understood the things you was telling, but Unfortunately, I didn't get topic that what was the topic. And if you don't mind, would you like to give overview about the topic again?
Okay, who would like to initiate? Who would like to explain it? Anybody?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I
I'm
want to.
Shashiraj. I can. Yeah.
Okay, Alali,
Okay.
you go ahead.
Go. Yeah, actually, don't worry about that. There is a PDF, and we will talk about different kind of characteristics, different kind of personality, and there is some co-host, and we'll explain in separate group.
Thank you. Yes, Baljit.
Yeah, it's good. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Especially thanks, ma'am.
Baljit, please turn on your camera.
Yes, sir. Okay. Yes, sir.
Just you were supposed to explain the topic.
Yes, sir. Yes, I can, sir. Yes, today's topic is about personality traits. That what type of personalities we have, what type of qualities and traits we have. Because in this world there are different types of personality we have. Some angry person, some extrovert, introvert, or some cruel, or some very emotional, some short-tempered. So all these are traits of a personality that today we are going to discuss. And as you explained, all the traits, the different types of traits we have. So yeah, that is today. The personality traits is the today's topic. And yeah, after some times we are going to discuss some questions regarding this topic about the personality traits. Yeah, that's it, sir.
Thank you very much. So I have shared the question in the chat box. I have also shared the WhatsApp link